You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. Today, the NFL Combine, well, yesterday, technically speaking, but today, the NFL Combine really got charged up when various personnel people and coaches around the league gave their press conferences. And today, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, general manager Brett Veach made some powerful comments about the shooting that took place at the Super Bowl parade in Kansas City. Of course, I did a video over the weekend. They had the funeral of the local DJ that lost her life, Lisa Lopez Galvan. And very sad situation. Of course, they arrested some criminal thugs that did the shooting, and there was, I believe, 4 that's been arrested in that so far. Let's get to this because, wow, it's crazy that Andy Reid's even having to make these comments, and but here we are. That's where we're at here. So, Andy Reid addresses Chiefs Super Bowl parade and rally shooting at NFL Combine. The Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid met with the media on Tuesday for the first time since a mass shooting after the Chiefs Super Bowl parade and rally at Union Station on Valentine's Day. Head coach and Chiefs general manager Brett Veach spoke with reporters on the first day of the 2024 NFL Combine in Indianapolis. Reid started the press conference with a brief statement on the shooting and condolences to the family of Lisa Lopez Galvan. Quote, "Before we get started, I just wanted to put a shout out to Galvan and Lopez's family for their loss of Lisa and for the people of Kansas City," Reid told reporters. "She was a personality there and a very good human being, first of all. We all miss her, and I know her family will." Lopez Galvan, 43, was a mother of 2 and a popular community radio DJ with KKFI in Kansas City. She was killed, and around 20 others were injured by gunfire that started following an argument at the rally. 2 Kansas City men, Dominic Miller and Lindell Mays, faced second-degree murder charges and several other charges in connection with the deadly incident. Before moving on to primarily football-based line of questioning, Reid ended with a word on Kansas City itself. Quote, "A positive word on Kansas City. That's not what Kansas City is about," Reid told reporters. "And then, for our youth of America, you're our future. As great as we can make this place, we want to do that. We can turn this, which was a negative, into a real positive with a little togetherness and love," Reid said. "I think we can fix a lot of problems here." The head coach also asked about the efforts of first responders during the event. Reid said he was impressed and grateful for the response from the police during the incident. The team's general manager echoed Reid's sentiments during his opening comments. Quote, "I would like to start off by offering our thoughts and prayers to Lisa Lopez Galvan, her family, and all of the families who were affected on the day of the parade," Veach said. "Certainly a heartbreaking and tragic day for us. Our organization has been in contact with the families, and we will continue to do so and be a pillar of support for them, both now and into the future." Veach also extended his gratitude to first responders and members of the public who sprang into action during the chaos that ensued following the shooting. The general manager also noted his pride in the team, acknowledging the stories of players who leaped to comfort children and help others during the aftermath. So that's some pretty powerful comments from a couple of the most important figures involved with the Kansas City Chiefs. I didn't expect him to make any comments about it necessarily going in there. So I think that was a real good gesture by them, of course, being there in Kansas City. I mean, it's crazy how careers go. We've talked about, Kyle Shanahan not being able to win the big game. Well, there was a time when that narrative was exactly the same for the Chiefs coach, Andy Reid. Now he's considered one of the, now that Belichick's technically speaking not coaching, although he's not retired. I mean, Andy Reid's, the best coach going that's actually in the game at this point. And 3 Super Bowls, Andy Reid will one day just walk right into the Hall of Fame. And when he was in Philadelphia, he had to leave, get a change of scenery after a lot of really successful seasons there, go somewhere else, made sure he got him a quarterback, and he's went on to be very successful. And Brett Veach, he's made some really strong personnel decisions, and he's won 2 Super Bowls, and we got to think, he's won 2 Super Bowls and chose to let somebody like Tyreek Hill walk, because they knew they had to pay Andy Reid, and somehow, some way, he put that team together, and they've been really successful. And, of course, having the wherewithal to understand they got to retain Steve Spagnuolo, defensive coordinator, certainly helps. He's got some contracts they got to take care of. L'Jarius Sneed, I saw there's some talk about a possible trade if they can't get him back in the building, and he's one of the best defensive backs in the league. But some pretty powerful comments from the top decision makers and one of the best offensive minds in all of football, the guy that pulled the trigger to draft Patrick Mahomes at number 10. Now, Sean Payton had his eyes on him, and he was going to get him if Andy Reid hadn't, but Andy Reid was the guy that got him, and it's paid a lot of dividends for that city and them finally getting some championships. And now he did not want to call this a dynasty. I noticed he would not come out and say it's a dynasty, but we all know, it pretty much checks the boxes. All the AFC championship games, 3 Super Bowls. That's once you get 3 in a short period of time like that, you're pretty much a dynasty. So, anyway, tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Some powerful comments from in a bad situation in Kansas City. Nobody expects when they go to celebrate a parade that, some crazy nutcases are going to decide they need to have a gang argument or a squabble during a parade, and they pull out a gun and start shooting with people and their families and friends around. It's ridiculous. I hope they prosecute those guys to the absolute fullest extent of the law. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.